The Legacy of Johnny Epkins, or Mindy Lindsay goes for a walk in the park, if you know what I mean. Johnny Epkins was a good kid. He was the star of the Brentwood varsity basketball team. He had a girlfriend. Her name was Patty Petunia. He was very popular with the ladies, teachers, and especially Patty Petunia. It was a normal day in the life of Johnny Epkins, except for the fact that he wasn't going to Brentwood today. He was going to Crossroads. You see, the seniors of Crossroads and Brentwood decided it would be real fun to swap their senior students for the day. It was their senior prank, you see, and it was Nick Cloak approved. Johnny's reputation was now in the hands of a young man who just happened to be me. I arrived at Brentwood early in the morning to get a fresh start. I wouldn't want to look bad on my first and only day here. I was going to my locker when suddenly I happened to spot Patty Petunia. Hey Johnny, you look keen today. New haircut, new clothes, or perhaps you got new shoes, she said with a smile. Hey Patty, guess what? Newsflash, I hate you. In fact, I never loved you at all. I've been seeing my true love, Mindy Lindsay, since the first day I met you. You fool. Johnny, how could you? I thought I could trust you, but you let me fall. I hope you broke all the bones in your body, Patty. Farewell. Welcome to Loserville. Population U. Patty in a little puddle of tears. I entered my first class bright and early as promised. Ready for your oral report, Johnny? It counts for almost half of your grade, said the teacher. But of course, how could I forget? I've been practicing it all week. As the rest of the class took their seats, I began to make my award-winning speech. All of you guys are stupid, even you, Mrs. Teacher. My report was going to be on how stupid you all are, but I just made my point. Farewell. I left the room, leaving the class speechless. I knew I was going to make a good grade on that one. Later that day was the varsity basketball league final game. Apparently, I was the star of the game, and it was up to me to lead them to victory. Follow me, guys, I said at the basketball down the basketball court. Look, I'm open. Pass me the ball, and we'll win. Without hesitation and doubt, the fool passed me the ball. Upon receiving the ball, how do you say it? Yes, I headed for the hills. Johnny, what are you doing? Where are you going, Johnny, with the ball? We'll be disqualified, you fool. I know, exactly. That's the point, idiot. I never liked this team anyways. You all suck. Farewell, losers. The coach jumped in front of my way and said, that's it, Johnny. You're off the team. Forever. Too late, coach. I quit. I could hear the crowd booing me as I left the stadium. I'm sure I left a good impression on Johnny's reputation. The next day, Johnny went back to school, except things weren't in the state they were in when he left them, it would seem. Hey, Patty, he said as he walked up to Patty at her locker. Get away from me, Johnny Epkins. I hate you. Why don't you go make out with Mindy Lindsay? All the boys done. Her lips taste like strawberries. Johnny got stuck for the first time in his life. He knew he'd feel that one for the next day, unlike the others. Patty Petunia stormed off and left poor Johnny standing there, baffled. Oh, look who it is. Here comes Mindy Lindsay to save the day. Wanna go make out? She squealed as she grabbed his big wallet in his pocket. Johnny blushed and said, sorry, Mindy, I have to go to class now to give my oral report. Johnny left Mindy in a blissful attitude. She knew she was going to be seeing Johnny and his big, huge wallet later. Johnny walked into her classroom and greeted Miss Teacher. I'm ready to give my oral report, teacher. But Johnny, don't you remember the one you gave me yesterday? You left the class speechless. And besides, it doesn't matter. You don't have to come here anymore because you failed. Get out of my sight, Johnny Epkins. I don't ever want to see you again, loser. Mrs. Teacher said as she pointed to the door, furiously. Johnny was pretty down at this point, but he knew that later that day he could make it all better by winning the varsity basketball league final game. But little did he know that his future was ruined the minute he stepped into school. Get off my court, Johnny Epkins, the court said, foaming at the mouth. But coach, I want to help us win. You've done enough damage already, Johnny. Are you going to kick me off the team, coach? Please don't. Sorry, Johnny, but you quit it yesterday. It looks like you won't be playing with balls anymore. You won't have to play with your own. Johnny hung his head in shame as he walked out of the gym. The coach threw a basketball at him. He had nothing left except Minnie Lindsay. But everyone owned a piece of her. Too bad, Johnny. You're alone on this one now. How are you going to get out of this mess?